One of the most compelling reasons to approach sentiment analysis using tidy data principles is that you have the whole universe of tools built for tidy data handling available to you to analyze the results of your sentiment analysis. In this course, we're going to focus on manipulation of these results using dplyr and a bit of visualization using ggplot2. The first dplyr verb I want to talk about is filter. Filter will find rows in your data frame where certain conditions are true. For example, maybe you want to only look at sentiment analysis results for one sentiment, like joy or negative or fear. You can use filter to do that. The next dplyr function I want to talk about is group by. Group by will define groups in your data frame based on variables in your data, like perhaps word, or for our example data set in this chapter, maybe we're interested in state. After applying group by, our data frame will have groups for each word or state or whatever variable we have grouped by. Once your data frame is grouped, you can calculate some quantity for each group using summarize. This verb will calculate one value for each group that you have. Notice in the code you see here how we're building up an analytical question using these verbs in a pipe. The last verb I want to talk about here is arrange. This verb will take your results and order them by one of your variables. Often you want to do this to be able to see the rows that have the highest or lowest result instead of having your data frame all jumbled together. So that was a quick overview of 4 dplyr functions that I think are really important in text mining and in data analysis in general. Before we wrap this up and you start manipulating your sentiment analysis results yourself, I want to draw your attention to a mental model or a common pattern that is useful to remember as you're approaching these kinds of tasks. And that is the pattern of group by, do something, and then ungroup. Ungroup is another dplyr function that will remove the groups from a data frame that you have previously made. Pay attention through the rest of this course and see how often this pattern comes up. Okay, so now it's time for you to take that sentiment analysis that you have implemented and use verbs from dplyr to see what you can learn about tweets and states.